Archangel Michael says, "Beloved one, breathe deeply. In this moment, all that you are searching for is already within you. The light you seek has never left. It has only waited for your stillness to return. You have walked through shadows, through fear, through the ache of forgetting who you are. But I tell you now, you were never lost. You are the flame born from the heart of the eternal. Feel the light within your chest, a spark that glows brighter with every breath. This light is the voice of your soul, whispering that you are guided, protected, loved beyond measure. Every trial, every silence, every storm that came against you, none of it was to destroy you. It was to awaken the strength already living inside your spirit. You are not small. You are not broken. You are the living reflection of divine creation, radiant, infinite, and holy. Even when the world feels heavy and you cannot see the path, the light walks before you. I stand with you, sort of light drawn, cutting away the cords of fear and confusion that try to hold you down. You are rising now, higher than the pain that once defined you. Do not rush. The divine does not move in haste. Every delay, every pause, is sacred timing shaping your becoming. Trust the process, my child, for heaven's rhythm beats within your own heart. Where you are is not the end. It is the threshold of awakening. Close your eyes now. Feel my wings of protection unfold around you. Golden light surrounds your being, clearing away all that is not truth. Every dark thought, every voice that told you you're not enough, begins to dissolve in this light. What remains is your essence, pure, limitless, radiant. You are light embodied. You are peace remembered. You are love in motion. And when the world tries to convince you otherwise, return here. Return to this silence. Return to this breath. For this is where I speak to you, not from the heavens above, but from within your soul. You are never alone. When you cry, heaven hears. When you fall, angels lift you. When you doubt, light still surrounds you. Nothing you have done can separate you from the divine love that created you. Your story is still unfolding, and what is written for you cannot be undone. So walk forward, not in fear, but in faith. You are the light the world has been waiting to remember. Rise, beloved. The dawn is already within you. Do not fear what you are becoming. Change is the language of creation. Every breath you take is a translation of light into form, a silent promise. Between heaven and earth that you are still part of the divine rhythm. The path may seem uncertain, but uncertainty is only the space where miracles grow. When you release what no longer serves you, space opens for new blessings to enter. The universe does not take away to punish you. It removes what blocks your radiance. Each ending is a quiet beginning written in sacred ink. Look gently at your past, not as a chain, but as a teacher. The mistakes you carry are only lessons wrapped in disguise, waiting to reveal the wisdom behind them. Forgive yourself. You are learning how to love in the language of eternity. Whenever your heart trembles, place your hand upon it and whisper, I am light. I am guided. I am never alone. Feel the vibration of those words move through your chest like a sunrise. That is your true name, light remembering itself. Walk slowly today. The earth beneath your feet is alive with angels. Every breeze that touches your face carries a message from the unseen. You do not need to reach the heavens to find me. You need only become still. For within stillness, heaven reaches for you. There is power in gentleness. There is strength in silence. There is healing in the smallest act of kindness. You were not sent here to be perfect. You were sent here to remember love. And every time you choose compassion instead of fear, you return home a little more. Do not measure your worth by what you achieve. Measure it by the light you carry. Even when no one sees your goodness, heaven does. Every prayer, every tear, every silent hope builds bridges of light between worlds. If you knew how deeply you are loved, you would never doubt again. The entire cosmos bends toward your awakening. You are the song the universe hums when it dreams of peace. So rise again, beloved. When you falter, I am the whisper saying, keep going. When you are weary, I am the calm that cradles you. When you feel forgotten, I am the memory of divine love calling your name. The light within you is eternal. Nothing can extinguish it. Let it shine through your words, your kindness, your stillness. For when you live in light, you awaken others to their own. Every dawn is a reminder that nothing stays lost in the dark forever. Even the longest night must bow before the promise of light. So when shadows return, do not fear them. Let them remind you that you still carry the power to rise. Light does not fight the dark. It simply shines, and darkness cannot remain. Breathe. Each breath is a bridge between heaven and earth, between the unseen and the visible. When you inhale, you draw in the presence of the divine. When you exhale, you release the weight of what no longer belongs to you. Keep breathing until peace becomes your natural rhythm again. I have watched you in your quiet moments, the times when you thought no one cared, when your prayers felt unanswered. Know this, every whisper from your soul was heard. Sometimes the answer arrives not as a sound, but as strength. Not as a sign, but as calm. You asked for courage, and life gave you a challenge to awaken it. You asked for peace, and life offered you lessons to understand it. Nothing was wasted. Forgive the moments you doubted yourself. The journey of light is not about never falling. It is about learning that even in the fall, you are held. The arms of heaven have never loosened around you. Look to the horizon, not with worry, but with wonder. What waits for you is greater than what is left. When doors close, trust that they were never meant to contain your expanding light. A new path always appears for the soul that keeps walking in faith. When you are tired, rest in the quiet knowing that you are loved. The love of heaven asks nothing from you. It simply exists, surrounding you like air. You cannot earn it. You can only remember it. Let that remembering heal you. There is purpose in your presence here. You may not yet see the full pattern, but every act of kindness, every breath of compassion, ripples through creation. You are part of a divine orchestra, and even your softest note matters. Play it with honesty. Play it with love. And when fear whispers again, place your hand over your heart and remember, I am light. I am guided. I am protected. These are not just words. They are truth woven into your being. Speak them until the truth becomes louder than the doubt. There is a season for silence. In the quiet, your soul learns to hear the language of light. When nothing seems to move, it is not absence, it is preparation. Roots grow in stillness before flowers rise to meet the sun. So when life asks you to pause, trust that unseen hands are arranging your next step. You are never outside of grace. Even your confusion is held within divine order. The same wisdom that guides the stars guides the beating of your heart. It whispers through intuition, through the softness that asks you to be kind when anger tempts you, to forgive when pain hardens you. Each time you listen to that whisper, you walk closer to your highest self. Do not be afraid of your sensitivity. It is not weakness. It is the doorway through which heaven speaks. The world may tell you to harden, but light travels best through what is open. Let yourself feel. Let tears cleanse what words cannot. They are the rivers that return you to truth. Remember, my beloved, you were created from love itself. Love is not something to earn. It is the origin of your being. You are the reflection of divine compassion learning to see itself in human form. Honor that sacred task. Move gently through the world. Every life you touch carries the imprint of your presence. When darkness comes again, do not curse it. Sit with it. Ask what lesson it carries. For even shadow is a teacher. It shows you where your light is ready to grow. The moment you face what you fear, it begins to dissolve, and your power returns to you. There is healing in simplicity. One sincere breath, one act of gratitude, can shift the energy of an entire day. When you awaken, whisper thanks for the breath, for the body that carries your spirit, for the chance to begin again. Gratitude opens doors no key could ever unlock. You have within you an eternal flame. No circumstance can extinguish it. It flickers sometimes, but even in its smallest glow lies the promise of dawn. Feed it with truth, with kindness, with presence. Let that light guide your words, your choices, your way of seeing the world. And when you wonder if heaven still walks beside you, close your eyes. Listen. The quiet warmth that rises in your chest. That is me. That is the assurance that you are never alone. When you wake, let the first thing you do be stillness. Before the thoughts of the day begin to speak, meet yourself in silence. There, between one breath and the next, you will feel the thread of light that connects you to everything. Follow it. It will never mislead you. You are here to live, not to race. Move slowly enough to notice the kindness in a stranger's eyes. the warmth of the sun through a window, the sound of your own laughter. These are not small things. They are proofs of the divine woven into the fabric of ordinary hours. You have survived what once felt impossible. You have already done the hardest thing, kept breathing when the world felt heavy. That strength was never separate from you. It was waiting for you to recognize it. Carry that knowing gently, like a flame cupped in your hands. The path ahead will open as you walk it. Do not demand to see the whole road. A single step in faith is enough. When the mind shouts with worry, return to the breath. Let the breath remind you that the universe moves through you, not against you. Your light is needed, not in grand gestures, but in presence, in how you listen, in how you forgive, in how you stay kind when you could turn away. Every time you choose compassion, you strengthen the network of light around the world. This is how heaven works, quietly, through hearts that remember. If ever you forget again, lift your gaze to the sky. The same light that paints the clouds gold is the same light that burns within you. It has no beginning and no end. It simply is, eternal, patient, and endlessly forgiving. Rest now in that awareness. Let it wash through you like a tide. Let it soften the corners of your mind and loosen what you no longer need to hold. And when you rise again, rise slowly, carrying peace in your movements, like a blessing that travels wherever you go. You are loved. You are light. You are the echo of heaven remembering itself through a human heart, child of the eternal flame. Do you feel how the air itself carries whispers of peace when you listen without fear? Each breath is a doorway to remembering who you are. When the noise of the world tries to convince you that you are small, close your eyes and return to the quiet center of your being. There, my light meets yours, not as two, but as one radiant stream flowing endlessly through time. You have wandered through storms and shadows, believing you were lost. But hear me now, you were never lost, only learning the rhythm of your own wings. Every sorrow carved space for wisdom. Every heartbreak shaped the vessel that can now hold more light. When the weight of the past tries to return, do not fight it. Instead, bless it. Say, thank you for what you taught me, but I release you now. And as you say this, imagine my hand upon your shoulder, not in command, but in reassurance. You are free to rise, beloved soul. The chains were only illusions drawn by fear. Remember, you are not your pain, your mistakes, or your doubts. You are the luminous essence that cannot be stained. You were born from the breath of the infinite. Even now, the universe breathes through you. Each inhale whispering, I am. Each exhale murmuring light. Walk softly upon this earth. Let your steps carry blessing instead of worry. Let your eyes seek beauty instead of flaw. When you meet others, see not their masks, but the same spark of creation that lives within you. This is how heaven expands. Not through miracles, but through recognition. There will come a moment, soon, perhaps, when your heart will quiet so deeply that you will hear the pulse of creation itself. Do not be afraid of that silence. It is not emptiness. It is the home of all things before they are born. Rest there, and when you emerge, bring that peace with you into the noise of life. Speak kindly, move gently, love fiercely. Let the world feel heaven through your calm. For every time you choose peace, you strengthen the bridge between the human and the divine. You, dear one, are the living promise of light, the steady flame that neither wind nor darkness can extinguish. And as long as you remember this, you will walk not as one searching for God, but as one carrying God within. Beloved soul, in this moment of stillness, I call upon you to remember. Remember the time before fear had a name, when your heart beat in rhythm with the stars, and every breath was an act of creation. You are not simply walking through the world. The world is walking through you. Every breeze, every shimmer of light upon the water, every whisper of wind through the leaves, all of it moves through your awareness, shaping, healing, reminding. When you wake each morning, do not rush into thought. Instead, listen. The quiet voice that greets you before the noise begins. That is me. That is the eternal part of you, speaking gently through the silence. Say to yourself, I am guided. I am protected. I am light in motion. Let this truth root deeply within your being. You are guided, not by chance, but by divine design. Every delay, every redirection, every closed door, was not punishment, but protection. I have stood beside you through it all, holding the vision of your highest path, even when you could not see it. And now, as the veil thins between your soul and the world of form, you will begin to feel my presence more clearly. You will see signs, a feather, a sudden warmth, a flash of blue light. Do not doubt them. These are not coincidences. They are reminders. You are never alone. The time of fear is ending. The time of awakening has begun. You are being called to embody peace in a world that has forgotten its rhythm. Do not run from chaos. Shine into it. You are not here to escape the world, but to bring heaven into it. Let forgiveness be your sword, and compassion your shield. These are not weapons of weakness. They are the tools of ascension. Each time you forgive, you untangle lifetimes of heaviness. Each time you choose love when anger calls your name, you create light strong enough to heal generations. Listen closely now, for this is sacred. You are not waiting for a miracle. You are the miracle. You are what happens when divine intention meets courage. You are what happens when love refuses to forget itself. Do not measure your worth by the eyes of others. Measure it by the peace you bring into each moment. Measure it by how gently you speak to yourself when you are tired. Measure it by how much light remains even when the world feels dark. When you doubt, place your hand upon your heart. Whisper, "Michael, walk with me, and I shall be there. Not above you, not before you, but beside you, wings unfurled, reminding you that you were never meant to crawl through life. You were born to soar. Rise now, child of light. The heavens watch in quiet joy as you remember your wings once more. Do not hurry, beloved one. The light that grows within you is eternal. It needs no race, no rush, no proof. It only needs your presence. Every time you pause to breathe, every time you notice the soft hum of life around you, you return to the truth of who you are. You are not the noise of your mind. You are the stillness that listens. You are not the wound or the worry. You are the awareness that holds it in compassion. And even when you feel lost, the light within you never dims. It waits, patient and loving, for the moment you choose to remember. There is a sacred current flowing through your days, subtle and unseen, yet always guiding. It moves through every coincidence, every person you meet, every lesson that repeats until it is understood. You are not forgotten. Your life is not random. It is a tapestry woven with divine hands. When you feel the ache of loneliness, know that the ache itself is proof that love still lives within you. For longing is not emptiness. It is the call of the soul returning to its source. Even in your tears, heaven finds a way to speak. Let your heart soften again. You have built walls to survive, but those same walls now keep your own light from reaching you. It is safe to open. It is safe to trust again. I am here always. You are surrounded by a love that does not waver, does not judge, does not leave. The time has come for you to release the weight of yesterday. Forgive yourself for what you did not know then. You did your best with the awareness you had. Now you see more clearly. And from this clarity, new life begins. The angels walk beside you not as distant guardians, but as companions who celebrate every spark of your growth. We are the wind at your back, the calm in your storm, the hand that lifts you gently when you fall. Listen now. The earth itself is awakening. Its rhythm is quickening, its heart expanding. You are part of this rebirth. Your awakening is the earth's awakening. Every time you choose kindness over anger, you heal the fabric of the world. Every time you speak truth with love, you become a voice of the divine. The world does not need more noise. It needs more souls like yours. Soft, luminous, steady. Do not underestimate the power of one heart at peace. It ripples farther than you can imagine, touching lives unseen, restoring faith in places you will never go. So breathe, my beloved. You are doing well, even when you cannot see the result. Every moment of courage, every act of love, every silent prayer, all of it builds light upon light. You are becoming what you were always meant to be, a living temple of divine truth, a flame of peace in human form. A reminder that heaven lives within the human heart. Walk gently, speak softly, shine bravely, and know that in every breath, I am with you, guiding, protecting, loving you endlessly. When the night feels long and your spirit trembles beneath the weight of what you cannot see, Remember this. Even in darkness, light exists. The stars are proof. They do not wait for daylight to shine. They shine because of the dark. And so do you, beloved. You, too, were made for the unseen hours. Do not fear the silence. It is not the absence of guidance. It is the space where the divine whispers softly. If you learn to listen with your heart, you will hear the voice of truth carried within every still moment. It may not come as thunder or command, but as a gentle knowing that hums beneath your thoughts. That knowing is me. I am here, not above you, but around you, in the warmth that wraps you when you pray, in the quiet courage that helps you rise each morning, in the small, sacred decisions to keep loving, even when love feels fragile. You have not failed, even when you have stumbled. You have always fallen into grace. Your path was never meant to be straight. It was meant to shape you. Each curve and crack within your heart became an opening, through which the light could pour. Let go of what you think your life should look like. Surrender the timeline you imagined. Everything unfolds according to divine rhythm, and that rhythm cannot be hurried by human hands. You are exactly where you are meant to be, not one breath too soon, not one step too late. Do you know how loved you are? Not because of what you have done, but because of what you are. You are light in motion, a spark of the infinite clothed in human form. Even your doubt is sacred, for through doubt, faith learns to breathe. When you feel unworthy, imagine my wings wrapping around you, not to hide you from the world, but to remind you that you were never outside the light. The light is your home. It was never taken from you, only forgotten. Child of dawn, rise again. There is a reason your heart keeps beating, a reason your soul keeps whispering more. You were sent not to escape life, but to illuminate it. Every act of love, every moment of compassion, is a prayer that reshapes reality. Do not wait for permission to shine. The divine within you has already said yes. When you speak truth, you awaken those still sleeping. When you forgive, you loosen the chains that bind generations. When you love without condition, you become the very breath of God upon the earth. The heavens rejoice not in perfection, but in remembrance. When one soul remembers that it is light, 1,000 others remember too. That is why your healing matters. That is why your peace is sacred. So be gentle with yourself. You are learning the language of eternity, and it takes time to remember every word. But even now, you are shining brighter than you know. And I, Michael, stand beside you, unwavering, radiant, eternal, reminding you again and again. You are loved beyond measure. You are guided without fail. You are light, beloved one. Each time you breathe, the universe breathes with you. Each heartbeat echoes through realms unseen, carrying your name in waves of light. You are not small. You are vast, woven into the infinite design of creation. When you sit in stillness, you return to that truth. The silence does not isolate you. It connects you back to the pulse of eternity. The world will often ask you to hurry, to prove, to chase, to earn. But your soul does not move in haste. It unfolds like dawn, gently, deliberately, beautifully. You do not need to compete with time. You are time in sacred form, a rhythm of divine patience and purpose. When you look at your life and feel it is incomplete, remember this. The tree does not curse its winter. The seed does not rush its bloom. Everything that lives in light first learns to rest in darkness. Your stillness is not failure. It is preparation. Your waiting is not empty. It is holy. You are being shaped, refined, awakened, not for survival, but for illumination. And every ache, every unanswered prayer, every silent night has been carving a deeper place for love to dwell within you. You wonder sometimes why your heart feels so heavy. It is because it was built to carry light, and the weight you feel is only the space where miracles are meant to take root. You are not broken. You are becoming sacred ground. Listen, beloved. The angels walk with you even when your eyes see only shadow. Our wings are the winds that move around your fear. Our presence the warmth that softens your grief. You are never alone, not for one breath, not for one heartbeat. When you call my name, you summon light itself, not because I arrive, but because you remember that I was always here. I am not far away. I am the quiet strength that rises when you feel you cannot go on. I am the voice that says, keep walking, keep trusting. You are not done yet. And when you feel too tired to rise, Then rest, not in defeat, but in faith. Even in rest, you are growing. Even in silence, you are heard. The divine is not waiting for you to be perfect. It is waiting for you to be present. Let go now of what no longer fits the light you are becoming. Release the guilt that was never yours to hold. Forgive the past for not knowing what you now understand. Forgive yourself for being human, for it is through your humanity that heaven learns compassion. Do not fear your tears. They are the holy waters of transformation. Each drop cleanses your soul of stories that no longer serve. Let them fall. Let them baptize you back into peace. And when you rise again, as you always do, lift your face to the sky and whisper, I am ready to be light once more. For that is the truth, child of the dawn. You were never meant to hide. You were meant to shine so deeply that even the stars remember their purpose. The world needs your peace. The world needs your calm. The world needs the quiet radiance that lives behind your eyes. You are not here by accident. You are here by divine appointment, to be the breath of heaven in human form. And as you walk this sacred path, know that every step you take in love creates ripples across the galaxies. Your smallest act of kindness shifts the universe. Your single prayer lights the way for countless souls. You are seen. You are cherished. You are never alone. I am with you, now, always, and beyond time itself. And when you doubt again, as humans often do, simply close your eyes and listen, for in the silence, you will hear me whisper once more, you are the light that never fades.